I've got my beautiful client here. We're gonna do a hair transformation on her. We're gonna add some highlights and take out these tape-in extensions and put in my extensions using the Swan method. If you guys don't know me, my name is Leda. I own Tone Hair Salon in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I am the inventor of the Swan method. So I'm gonna show you little bits and pieces here today, but I do have an online course that shows you the live demo and a step-by-step on how to do my extension method. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and let you know, easy to use, easy to learn, durable. My clients usually go about 6 to 9 weeks in between, not even 6, 8 to 9 weeks in between maintenance appointments. So it's one thread, minimal beads, fast, easy, durable. All right, let's get started. All right, guys, so I said she had tape-in extensions. She did lose a few before her appointment, which that's kind of awesome for me. Sorry, not for you, Jill. She's not even laughing. She usually laughs at all my jokes. Don't let her trip you up, okay? She usually laughs. So here's her tape-ins, and I'm gonna go ahead and remove one of them for you, just so you guys can see what this looks like. I'm not gonna lie, I used to do tape-ins, and they're kind of a pain in the butt now that I know how to do a sew-in. So let me grab a little comb. What I'm using is a alcohol-based spray, and I just let it kind of soak in there a little bit. And then I'm gonna go in between her tape-ins. Okay, and sometimes what I do is I'll spray inside, just a little bit more, and then it comes out. You wanna make sure that you get bulk of the tape before you take the hair out. So now this extension's out, but I still have a little bit of residue here. So I'm just gonna spray a little bit more, and I'm gonna gently comb that out. And then just so you guys know, whenever you do tape-ins, that hair stays in the hair, in the scalp, you know, the hair that would have naturally fallen out. So when you see hair, she doesn't have that much, but when you see hair coming out of the comb, it's because it's the hair that was stuck in there that would have naturally. So I'm gonna take out the rest, and then I'm gonna show you guys my next step. All right, so here we are. We took out all her tape-in extensions, and now we're gonna discuss what are we doing as far as your color.
Okay.
What were you thinking?
So I want the brown to grow out a little bit more so that it doesn't look like roots that need to be touched up. And then we were talking about putting some highlights in so that it blends better. But I think for this, even though this is totally opposite of who I am, I think like highlights less is more. But I do want them to like if I put it back, you know, I want them to kind of.
Here's
but I want the brown a little bit more. I think, don't you feel like this looks like just roots?
Yeah.
Like, and if I just want it, you know, like you tell me
Here's
how
my
to
deal.
achieve that.
Here's my deal. So you've got some breakage.
Yes.
That's my hesitation on a lot of highlights.
Yeah, I
right?
don't want a lot of highlights.
But we can't have just a couple. That's gonna look stupid.
Okay.
Like, it's just gonna look streaky, you know?
Okay.
Like you've got a lot of hair, and we have a couple options here. We could do, I'm even afraid to do money piece because the hair is just so, you don't have much there.
Okay.
What we could do this time is do kind of like a melt here that kind of transitions your dark into this light. Not do it around the face, but just do it around here.
And with a melt, you're doing the dark color?
Yeah.
And like pulling it down a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yep.
So that it's not all like one note, so that it's like.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever you think needs to happen, because I do want my hair to heal a little bit too.
Yeah.
You made a good point.
Yeah.
So I do agree with you, like maybe to give it a break for a little bit.
Normally, if you didn't have this breakage, I'd be like, yeah, let's pop in some highlights.
Okay.
You know, some of these pieces are just the equal amount or less than, you know, the new growth. So,
yeah.
I think that's the best option.
Okay.
I think we can kind of create a false money piece by just dragging a little bit darker, but a semi-permanent so that if you want highlights later on, it won't be an issue.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So we'll look at some pictures.
Okay.
And then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Because I did a good decision there. And we're gonna go ahead and get her washed, and I'm gonna start installing these. Alrighty, so my beautiful, beautiful protege here. We are doing a nice deep conditioning treatment on her hair. We all decided that it is best for her to wait a little bit to get a little bit more root, and then we're gonna do a kind of teasy foil kind of balayage going on action. But right now it's best to just chill. And so right after this, we're gonna put her extensions in. All right guys, so we have her washed. We decided not to do the color. Remember, we're gonna put that off. That was a decision made by both of us and what is good for her hair right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna twirl her around. She does need a little trim here, okay? Okay, so these guys are doing nothing for her, okay? They're just hanging on by dear life, and we're just gonna say goodbye. Not forever, but I'm not gonna do too much cutting, and I'll tell you why. I don't want blunt lines when I'm gonna put her extensions in. You know why? Because then you're gonna see it. You're gonna see more blunt heaviness, so I'm actually kind of happy that she's kind of straggly on the ends, so I don't wanna take all of it away. She hates me right now.
Great perspective. Great.
I promise she's laughing. She's laughing, guys. Okay, I'm gonna part her, and so let's do that. All right, so I have now parted her hair in 2 sections. So I'm gonna do 1 row here and 1 row here. We're gonna put 4 wefts per row. And I just wanted you guys to see my sectioning here. Okay, I'm gonna bead her. That will be the next step. And what I like to do is I stay 2 to 3 fingers away from the hairline. And then I like to be 2 to 3 fingers in between. But you don't wanna be so close to the ear, right? And you don't wanna be so on top of the scalp. So this is like on her. This is where it's perfect for her. So I think that's one big takeaway from all of this is that don't pay attention too much to the placement because every single head is gonna be different. If she parted on the side, I'd be even doing it different. So stay tuned because beading is next. Go. All right guys, so I have beaded her up and I'm going to start her first row. Now, I am putting 4 wefts in there, so I've got a few more beads than I would had I done 2 wefts. I am gonna start sewing and I'm gonna show you guys the finished product. However, if you want to learn how I do this seamless, beautiful method, you're gonna have to sign up for my class. So go to tonehairssalon.com, sign up for the class. You will receive a live demo. Okay, I'm doing it on a human being. And then I've got a step-by-step course. Super easy. This is not gonna take you guys forever to learn, okay? I made this very simple and very easy and effective. So fast, easy, durable, seamless. Let's get started. Okay. One thing I suggest also is that you do your beads first, okay? Beads first is super important because it's where you need it on the scalp. Then I adjust the hair. And now check this out because I don't know how in the world, I was definitely meant to do hair extensions, okay? I was meant, God made me for sew-in extensions because this is already pre-cut 11-inch, okay? Now check this out because I'm gonna lay this to the tip of the first hair in the first bead and then I'm gonna go around and y'all not gonna believe this. Y'all not gonna believe this. And just because I don't want y'all thinking I'm moving this around, I'm gonna go ahead and clip this up for you. Okay, clipped up. And now check this out. She landed exactly where I needed her. Right to the tip of the other extension. I mean, I just can't make that up. Unbelievable. Okay. All right guys, so I have got her foundation set. This is where nothing has been sewed in, nothing. This is where you need to tell your client, don't you move. Don't you move, because then I'm gonna start this all over again, okay? Because ain't nothing in there but pins right now. This is where I take off all my jewelry. So I've already taken off my rings. I'm gonna take off my watch. And I am gonna use my thread, which is a very, very thin thread. And I go over threads and beads more in the class. But I'm gonna get a nice good amount of thread here. And I am going to thread my needle and I'm gonna start sewing. All right guys, so we were just talking about hair extension quality. So in my class, use whatever hair you want. You can buy my hair, you don't have to buy my hair. It's up to you. But here's the difference between me and other brands. I'm gonna tell you why and what hair you should buy. So if you've already been following me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, you'll see that I have a lot of videos out there talking about the difference between processed hair, non-processed hair, cuticle aligned, cuticle not intact, Remy versus non-Remy. I tell you all this, virgin, non-virgin, I don't know if that's a word, but single donor, blah, blah, blah. I tell you about it, where other brands will just tell you, I have good hair, that's bad hair. You must use my hair, da 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 da. But they don't tell you why, okay? So I'm telling you why. I give that information for free. It's out there everywhere. But you'll get a more in-depth version of it in my class. And you know, I don't want you to do this method and get crappy hair. I'm gonna teach you how to buy good hair. All right, y'all, so I did the first row. I'm gonna come over this way. Okay, I'm gonna drop it. Boop. Check that out. Super flexible. This is 4 wefts. This is Atlas 26-inch. And this is the bottom row. And now I'm gonna work on the top row. So check out how seamless this is. Seamless, and there's no pulling, like there's no comb that will get stuck. You know how a lot of extension methods have those lines here and they're bulky? This, she won't take a comb and accidentally comb through anything. Okay, so we installed 2 rows, 4 wefts each. And now it's gonna come time to cutting, all right? But I did wanna show you what this looks like all together with her 26-inch long hair. And now what I'm gonna do is trim this up a little bit here, trim it up a little bit there, and then we're gonna give her a nice little V as she requests in the back. But I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like right now. Do you want to put your hair up? Let's see, like if you were to put your hair up, like pretend. Just pretend. Okay. Sure. Oh yeah. Easy to put up, right?
Yes, very easy.
Much better than tape-ins?
Much better than tape-ins. Oh my gosh.
Awesome. Okay, so 2 rows, 4 wefts each, I just did. And now we're just gonna do a little bit of trimming. She wants more of a V. I don't like to cut too much because, you know, you can't get it back. But, you know, some cutting needs to be done. You can't just leave your clients. Her hair is really blended perfectly with what she has, so I really don't have to cut too much. You know, if she wanted like a whole bunch of layering and stuff, we might do that, but for the 8 wefts total, she's got a lot of nice volume there, and it blends. Like, you see this? I haven't done anything. Sometimes when wefts are put in, you can see a shelf, but because of the way I placed it, and because my extensions are volume wefts, look at this. I mean, that's her hair blended right into the weft. I mean, that's sick. I don't need to blend anything here, right? And nobody wants straggly ends. Okay, so we are going to curl her and show you guys the total transformation. Alrighty, she's all done. You want to turn around for me? Gorgeous, gorgeous girl with her curls. Can you believe this? Like, hello. This is 8 wefts, 2 rows, seamlessly done. Okay. Look at that. That's the top row here. Here's your bottom row. Seamless, invisible bead, flexible, durable. Like, this ain't going nowhere, okay?